Coco Gauff's boyfriend Jalen Sera shares sweet reaction as American looks back on special moments from 2025. As 2025 came to an end, Coco Gauff reflected on some of the memorable moments from both her professional and personal life throughout the year. This drew a heartwarming reaction from her boyfriend, Jalen Sera. Gauff publicly confirmed her relationship with Sera, an Atlanta-based musician and actor, in June 2025. The couple celebrated their second anniversary that month, revealing that they had been together since 2023. Coco Gauff's boyfriend Jalen Sera reacts to her looking back on 2025's special moments. During the 2025 tennis season, Gauff achieved significant milestones, including winning the United Cup with Team USA, the French Open, the Wuhan Open, and securing the doubles title at the Canadian Open alongside compatriot Macartney Kessler. In 2025, the two-time singles Grand Slam champion was named in Forbes' 30 Under 30 list in the sports category, joined tennis legend Roger Federer as a global brand ambassador for Mercedes-Benz, and finished as the highest-paid female athlete of the year, among other accomplishments. Recently, Gauff took to social media to share a carousel of pictures showcasing some of her most memorable moments from 2025. Among the images, she included a photo of her custom Mio Mio outfit worn at the 2025 Vanity Fair Oscar party, a picture of herself posing with her brothers Cameron and Cody in laser tag gear, and a shot capturing her winning moment at the 2025 French Open, among others. The former world number 2 expressed that 2025 was filled with many dreams that were fulfilled, a lot of love that was shared, and she felt a great deal of gratitude for all of it. A lot of dreams fulfilled, a lot of love shared, and a lot of gratitude. Thai 2025 sparkles, Gauff captioned her Instagram post. Gauff concluded her 2025 season after competing in the WTA Finals in Riyadh. She was the defending champion and started her campaign by losing to Jessica Pegula, but she bounced back to defeat Jasmine Paolini in the next group stage match. She then fell to eventual runner-up Aryna Sabalenka in her third group stage match, which prevented her from advancing further in the tournament. Gauff to begin 2026 season at the 2026 United Cup. Looking ahead, Gauff is set to begin her 2026 tennis season at the United Cup, scheduled to take place from January 2nd to January 11th, 2026, in Australia. The matches of the tournament will be held at the Ken Rosewall Arena in Sydney and the RAC Arena in Perth. On competing at the United Cup, Gauff said, "I'm super excited to go back to the United Cup. I had such a good time in my first year playing with the team, and I'm looking forward to going back." Team USA has been placed in Group A alongside Argentina and Spain and will play their group matches in Perth. Michael Russell will captain Team USA and will feature players such as Gauff, Taylor Fritz, Varvara Lepchenko, Mackenzie McDonald, Nicole Mellicher-Martinez, and Christian Harrison. During the group stage matches of the 2026 United Cup, Gauff will face Argentina's Solana Sierra and Spain's Jessica Bouzas Monero in singles matches. When the year paused to breathe, Coco Gauff, Jalen Sera, and the quiet joy of looking back. By the end of 2025, the noise around Coco Gauff had learned to soften itself. The cheers were still there, of course they were. Stadiums don't forget how to roar for a player who carries both fire and grace in her stride. Headlines still arrived daily, eager and breathless. But somewhere between the trophies, the travel, and the relentless forward motion of professional sport, there came a rare moment when Coco stopped. Not because she had to, but because she wanted to look back. It wasn't nostalgia. It was gratitude. On a quiet evening far from flashing cameras, Coco scrolled through her phone. Photos, videos, half-blurry screenshots from a year that felt both impossibly long and strangely brief. 2025 had been a chapter written in bold ink, hard-fought matches, personal milestones, losses that taught more than wins ever could. And beside her, in that ordinary, grounding way that only the closest people manage, was Jalen Sera. He didn't interrupt. He never did. Jalen had learned early that loving someone whose life unfolds on a global stage means understanding silence as much as celebration. While the world knew Coco as a champion, he knew her as a person who laughed at the wrong moments, who replayed points in her head long after matches ended, who sometimes needed reassurance that slowing down didn't mean falling behind. So when Coco smiled at her screen, soft, reflective, almost surprised by her own memories, Jalen leaned in just enough to see without intruding. "That one," he said gently, pointing to a photo she'd paused on. It was from early 2025. A candid shot. No trophy. No court. Just Coco sitting on the edge of the practice area, shoes untied, hair pulled back messily, eyes closed as if she were collecting herself. "I almost forgot about that day," she said. Jalen didn't. He remembered because it had been one of those moments that never made the news, the moments that mattered anyway. The tough week. Expectations pressing in from every side. Coco questioning herself not as an athlete, but as a young woman growing faster than the world would allow her to process. "She came back stronger after that," Jalen said, not with pride, but with certainty. As Coco continued scrolling, 2025 unfolded again in fragments. A hard-court match that went 3 sets under burning lights, a quiet birthday celebration squeezed between tournaments, a late-night plane ride where exhaustion turned into laughter over nothing at all. What made the year special wasn't perfection. It was presence. For Jalen, watching Coco look back was its own kind of victory. His reaction wasn't dramatic. No grand declarations, no need to be seen. Instead, it lived in the small gestures. The way he nodded when she acknowledged a tough loss, the smile that crept in when she replayed a clip of a win she'd nearly talked herself out of celebrating. "You did a lot this year," he said. Coco shrugged, the way high achievers often do, brushing past praise as if it were something she hadn't earned yet. "We did," he corrected quietly. That was Jalen's gift. He never let her carry everything alone, but he also never tried to stand in front of her light. In a world that constantly framed Coco Gauff as the future, the present, and the pressure all at once, Jalen was something else entirely: steady. As Coco prepared to share a few of those memories publicly, a highlight reel, a caption thanking fans, a simple look back at 2025, Jalen watched her choose which moments to reveal and which to keep. He understood that not everything meaningful needed an audience. When the post finally went up, reactions poured in instantly. Fans celebrated her growth. Commentators analyzed her progress. The tennis world did what it always did: measured success in statistics and titles. Jalen's reaction was simpler. He showed her a message he'd written but never posted: "Proud of you, for the wins everyone saw, and the strength only you know." Coco laughed. "You should have posted that." He shook his head. "Some things are just for you."